off. Peace, beloveds. Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Definitely doing this different today. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Peace, beloveds. Peace, peace, peace. Look at all these new faces. Money. Peace, beloved. I feel like I ain't seen you on here in a sec. In a sec. Peace, Lynn Love. And Callie. Grand Rising. Grand Rising, all my new faces. All right, let's set the tone, y'all. Shay, you been busy? Busy is good. Busy is good, boo. We need to be busy. Busy is a good thing. All right, so there's some stuff going on before I even pull the cards. I'm gonna see what the cards say. But anybody who is paying attention, Mercury and Mars and Pluto are doing something real interesting today. And it creates a very interesting dynamic. Let's say that. So, I'm big on not going into the whole gloom and doom. Like, I feel like sometimes my other people that study the same thing or do the same thing that I do tend to like put out a certain frenzy in the universe. And when you put that type of frenzy in the universe, it creates more of that energy. If we are all focused on the intention that, oh my God, the planets are doing something crazy, then guess what? All of us are going to be focused on that intention, which raises that vibration and that energy in the universe. And that's what we don't want to do. So we're going to see what the cards say for my collective in particular before we jump to conclusions. All right. And then I'll build more on what that energy represents for us later. After the pull. So let's see what the cards say. What y'all got for the collective? I will say this. Be mindful of how you interact with people today. Be mindful of how you are interacting with people. See, I ain't getting the craziness. I ain't getting the craziness. I didn't get the craziness. Peace, beloveds, just coming in the room. Who's it? They're making the most noise this morning. I'm just saying. They be like perpetrating a whole like they be making you feel like you got to stay in the house. Like, just stay in the house. No, pretty sure that's not the answer. Something unexpected. Oh, that's not good. I ain't having them issues. I was waking up to emails telling me some money had been released in my account. So, I ain't had no bad news this morning. That's fine. I'm in a good mood. All right, y'all, let's go. So the first card that come out of the pool was the Strength card. And the Strength card is all about reminding us that the things that, and especially because it's in the past position, the things that we experienced in the past, all the things that we've learned, the transitions that we went through, guess what? They are building into our character. They have built into who we are. They made us strong. They made us. Oh, good, Money. Congratulations. Look, I'm proud. I'm proud of you, girl. Proud of you. The Strength card says, hey, everything that you went through, all the different dynamics that happened to you before today has made you who you are. Peace, beloved. Peace, 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 beloved. Don't question that. Don't second guess that. It might be some things that's gonna try to trigger you. Because I ain't going to completely ignore what the planet's doing today. I ain't going to completely ignore them. They might try to come up and trigger you just a little bit, just a little bit. But you're supposed to remember who you are. When they coming up to come to the forefront to trigger you, remember who you are. Remember your power. Remember your strength. Remember exactly who you are and what you've been through and why you are in the position you are in at this moment in time. Okay? The Oma Earth card is coming up. I want to check on something real quick. Let me check something. Let me check something. Y'all, we went to the park yesterday. My babies are so funny. Okay. I just want to check on something. Okay. So, every time that I pull this, that's why I wanted to check something. Every time I pull this particular card, it normally represents new endeavors, new things, new projects that you're starting on, businesses that you are doing, having to leave your comfort zone, having to go away from home to start these new things. It might even include travel. So doing things that are going to bring in abundance, that are going to bring in, that are going to be prosperous, but it being in an aspect where it might be connected to something that you're interested in, something that you've been studying, something that's been on your mind for a minute, okay? So let's tie this into what's going on. So today you got Mercury, Mars, and Pluto. Pluto can be unpredictable. We ain't gonna lie. Pluto can be a little bit petty and messy. All right? It can be a little messy. We will say that. But it has a power element to it as well. Sometimes it gets a bad rap because it does have a really strong connection when you talk about spiritual dynamics. Okay? The other part, Mars. Mars is a warrior. It's action. So let's look at how maybe this Mercury, if you have the right perception, Mercury and Mars doing what they're doing right now is creating you putting your business and your mind to action. What have you been sitting on? What have you been thinking about? What have you been studying that you can create a new dynamic from? Okay? Sometimes we think that certain dynamics come, like certain signs. We'll say, oh, these signs are not friends. They're enemies. But sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes they just have to learn how to work together. What is it about our dynamic that can work together? So if I have the athlete and I have the brainiac, how can they come together and bring something to the forefront that is new? Okay? So that's why I'm like, I see where everybody posting that is creating like this arguments and turmoil and conflict and all of this supposed to happen today. I don't see that. Because my reading ain't saying that for us today. At least for my collective. Okay, let me say that. Let me be clear. At least for my collective. My tribe, I think we think different. We move differently. We operate differently. Okay? And I think it's more about how are we operating? How are we moving? Because we have learned from our past and it's created a stronger person. So when obstacles and situations is popping up, we ain't even perceiving it like that. We looking at it as an opportunity for growth, an opportunity for us to take advantage of. We might see a solution or a resolution in the problem. Where others might look at it and just, they gonna throw a whole live tantrum. They gonna throw their ass on the floor. Okay? We ain't worried about that. That ain't us. That ain't how we move. We've learned a lot. We've experienced a lot. There's a reason that we went through what we went through. That's why we are strength. We are the gods. We are the goddesses. Okay? So now it's about, oh, wait a minute. We see an opportunity here. Everybody else over there panicking and having a whole live meltdown. We're the ones that see it and be like, this is an opportunity. Whether it's personal growth, whether it's financial growth, emotional growth, we're seeing an opportunity in the chaos, all right? And it might require, this energy might be coming together just for us to be like, oh shit, how I missed that one? Let me get on it. Let me put my mindset and ideals into motion. So I'm going to put the energy out there. Today, something is going to happen and it's going to trigger you to say, I almost missed that. Let me write this down. This is an opportunity for me to take advantage of. I might not pull the trigger today, but I'm already writing it down in my book so I can be thinking on how am I going to move on this moving forward. All right. That particular opportunity that's going to come today, I'm going to go ahead and speak it in existence. Y'all better be on the lookout. Pay attention to what's going on. I would even suggest journal your experiences and your thoughts from today. Okay? Pay attention to what is triggering you or even the emotion that might come up that might push you to be like, maybe that situation that's going to pop up, it's going to push you to be like, you know what? Let me get on my shit because I don't need to be cussing nobody out. I don't need to lose my job today because you stupid. It might be something where you be like, this is why I need to have my own business because I'm going to end up cussing your ass out and punching you in the eye. I'm just saying. That might be the thing. So it's telling us that all of these triggers and these dynamics are going to create our freedom. When we get the freedom card, this is saying, how are you working towards your freedom? How are you executing a plan in order for you to gain freedom? How are you doing what it is needed to be liberated, to fly? What have you put in place? What is your freedom number? Y'all know I ask y'all that all the time. What's your freedom number? Do you know what your freedom number is? Do you know the actual number that it will take for you to disconnect from society? From you to come out of that hustle and bustle? A lot of people be like, oh, I can't wait till I can move to Africa. Boo, you can move to Africa now. What's stopping you? Unless you ain't got the money for the plane ticket. But that's still at the most $1,500. What's stopping you? It shouldn't take you but a month to gain. I'm giving you a whole lot of time. It'll take you a month to get a $1,500. What's stopping you? Besides excuses. I'm just saying. A lot of us will make excuses and say, boom, it's this, and this. I want to do this. I can't wait until I get to the... You can do that today. You really can. What's stopping you? Okay? What's stopping you? Be real about it. Beloved says anxiety. Anxiety. Right. Anxiety is just an illusion, beloved. It's an illusion. You need to connect the breath. If anxiety is stopping you, that's because you're not being centered. You're not being present. You're not having faith. You don't believe your ancestors got your back. You slapping your ancestors and your spirit guide in the face. You say you don't like to fail. Fail is another step closer to success. Every time I done failed, I get back up and I do it again. I'll do it differently. What did I learn from my failure? What did I learn? You one more step closer. You know that direction and that damn way didn't work. When you fail, you realize, okay, that shit didn't work. Let me try this. Let me try it again. Let me take out what didn't work. Let me try it one more time. And get centered. I done did a lot of stuff. I will have my own business since I was 20. I want to say 20. Was running my own business since I was 20. And I kept doing it and figuring out formulas that, oh, y'all already know. We ain't even gonna talk about it. Okay? So you got to be in the space to say, what's stopping me from doing what I say I want to do? Nothing ain't stopping you but you. It's the only thing. There's always a way. There's always a way to get to this freedom. And a lot of times it's way more simpler than what we think. A lot of times it's way easier than what we think. We make shit mad complicated. It be mad complicated. You're like, the hell? You already thinking about what coulda, woulda, could. We ain't even got there. You ain't even took the first step and you already done doomed yourself. And at the end of the day, as above, so below. So how you think is what you gonna manifest. So if you think it's gonna fail, you right. But if you think you gonna win, beloved, you gonna win. If you think that, oh, what if I do this and then I'm gonna end up being homeless and da-da-da. You done created your own destiny right there. I had a crazy conversation, I want to say it was yesterday, and we were just talking about competition. And it was crazy because we were sitting there having a conversation about competition and its purpose and its role in society. And I'm still on the fence. But at the end of the day, I've never seen myself in competition. I don't believe in us teaching our children that they have to be competitive. And let me explain why I say that. Because now they are comparing themselves to people for the rest of their lives. So for the rest of your life, you feeling like you got to beat Sarah, Raekwon, whatever, at whatever it is that they do. Instead of just being focused on what is it that you do? What is your purpose? What unique dynamic do you bring to the table? How are you standing in your power? I don't care what they doing. So for me, I pulled it back to me. When I do stuff and what I've done my whole life, I love my family. The one thing I say, sometimes we don't recognize how powerful our family is because we be so focused on the bullshit. Oh, my family, my mama didn't do this, or my daddy didn't do this. My mama and daddy did exactly what they were supposed to do. They didn't teach me to be in competition with nobody. They taught me to be who I am, uniquely and divinely me. No matter what it was. What do you want to do? Okay, make a plan and execute. That's how they've always taught me. Specifically my mama. She's always been like, you want to do what? Okay, you need to dress the part, be the part, and do it. And have a plan to go with it. Okay, mama, dang. So I've always operated like that. So when I even started my clothing business, I didn't come in the business worried about, well, who was doing what and when and why. I didn't. I just started doing what I love to do, what naturally I love to do. Okay? What I naturally love to do. And the more that I was focused on what I naturally do, what comes second nature to me, that's when I shine the most. I wasn't worried about, was this designer getting their clothes on, da da da. I came out the box damn dressing celebrities. Hadn't even been designing a year. And came out the box dressing people. Because what? I was very genuine and connected to what I do. I didn't care. I don't care if you know how to sew better than me. I don't care. I'm going to do what I know how to do. And I know how to make women look bad as hell. I'm just going to go ahead and stamp my approval, my own self-approval on that. Okay? So no matter what it was and what arena that I got into, I wasn't in competition with anybody. I didn't pay attention to what nobody else was doing. Now, do I do my research? Of course. When I come into a field, I'm going to do the research and see, okay, what's everybody doing? All right, cool, nice. I like them. Cool. Y'all see me all the time. I give people mad shout outs. Like, I don't care. I have people that be in my inbox wanting to pay me to promote on all my pages, and I don't. If I'm promoting, I'm doing it for free because I believe in what you're doing. And it coincides. I feel like you genuine like I am. If I don't feel like you genuine, you're not getting no advertisement on my page, homie. But I've always been, let me just be me. And me being me is going to shine. Period. So this is why I don't believe in that whole competition. I ain't trying to be like the Trap Witch. I ain't trying to be like Bahati Life. I ain't trying to be like whoever. I don't even know whoever else is out there. Them the two that I love. So I'm just throwing them out there. I ain't trying to be like them. I'm trying to be me. I ain't even trying. I'm me. Somebody asked me yesterday what was my nationality. What set I'm claiming. Me. I ain't got no nationality. What you talking about? I'm over here. What community I'm with? Me. Team me. I'm over here with Team me. I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all can be with EFI and YBN and all of them. Not knocking none of them. I love all of them. Studied with all of them. But guess what? I'm over here with Team me. That's who I claim. That's what set I'm claiming. I'm just saying. So, me saying all of that to say, we create the complications. We create the dynamics. Get out of that thinking. Unlearn to relearn. Okay? Unlearn to relearn. Relearn who you are, beloved. You are not in competition. You did not come into this universe. Your daggone ass did not come into this universe to be in competition with nobody. You didn't. You came in here with a mission and a purpose. Something that you were uniquely meant to do and learn and experience. That's it. Nothing else. So be in self-love. Our other card, our power of love says self-love. You realize that love of self is necessary to love another. When you are loving yourself, you are able to operate in an energy that is beyond comprehension sometimes. When you love yourself, your vibration and your frequency on something different. When you love yourself, your choices are different. So when it's time to make choices in dynamics that are connected to your freedom, it's easy. You don't get trapped in that thinking that it's way more complicated. That is way more complicated. Exactly, Khalil. We in competition, not even with our old self. We in competition with ourselves. If there's any competition, is to beat who I am right now. To be better than who I am right now. How can I be better? You should ask yourself that every day. How can I be better? What can I do today that's going to make me better than I was yesterday? Than I was 5 minutes ago? How can I constantly be evolving? So it starts with self-love. It starts with making sure you're doing things to take care of yourself. It's crazy because I think Titus was talking about, I caught some of his live. Titus, what's his whole page? I just be calling him Titus. But I know a lot of his thing was about making sure you're taking care of self. Sometimes we put so much value in everything that's outside of us and not even taking care of the vessel, not even taking care of ourselves, making sure that this is okay. Because health is wealth. I say this all the time, especially on the healing chamber. Health is wealth. You can have $1 million and be broke down and raggedy. You can. I done met them. I done met a lot of rich people that they broke down and raggedy, not only on a physical perspective, but in their mind, their spirit. Their mind and their spirit be raggedy as hell. I wanted to say another word, but I cleaned it up. Be raggedy as hell. And you were like, damn, how you get all this money and your thinking ain't, look, your thinking ain't right. You doing some dumb. But you have to even pay attention. If somebody is able and capable of making, we just going to say $1 million a year, right? Or close to it. All right. But they still almost, in a sense, living check to check. That's because they thinking ain't right. You should not be making $1 million a year and still struggling to survive and maintain your lifestyle off of that. Your thinking ain't right. What you doing? How you living? I'm just saying. That's just a side note. Because I want, when y'all get to this freedom number, when you get into the space where you can be free and liberated from everything, that you working smart, not hard. If you doing something, that you are coasting by that point. When you get to the point where you're making $1 million, yes, it does create dynamics where you got a lot more responsibilities, but you got to work smart, boo. By the time you get there, and I hope for it, before you get there, you got to work smart. You got to think smart. You can't be doing dumb stuff because you're not going to keep your money. And it's going to put you in hustle and survival mode, period. I see it happen all the time. All right. I don't know which one to go with. We're going to go with this one. So our transformation card is keep the faith. This is all about you have to believe and have faith in who you are and the powers that be. Who you are connected to. We are connected to a collective consciousness. We are connected, not just, when I say collective consciousness, I'm not talking about just people. I'm talking about the universe, the earth, all of that. So if you know and believe that you are connected to consciousness, listen, then you should not be worried about nothing. Like for real, y'all should not be worried or entertaining nothing that is not serving your highest self. Because when you are connected to that, that means your frequency and your vibration dictates what happens in your life. So then you say, okay, how am I thinking? Am I manifesting this bullshit in my life? Yes, you are. You are. It happens all the time. That's why I tell people, pay attention to your timeline. What's seeping into your subconscious from the timeline? Okay? When you having that conversation with your homegirl or your friends or whoever, your co-workers, what are they saying that's seeping into your subconscious and now you thinking like that? You thinking like that. You don't even know that it's in your subconscious. You don't realize that you manifesting somebody else's bullshit in your life. Think about when they're going to have a conversation with your girlfriend and she going through marital trouble or she going through relationship trouble, whatever type of issues, grand rising. And now you mad at your man or your mate for some shit that he ain't even do that. You don't even know why you mad. You don't mad for, like I wish I would. You ain't even realizing the reason that you taking on The energy that you taking is because you taking in that conversation. Y'all better let that go. That ain't yours. Let it go. I ain't had them issues. Take that bag. Y'all know my word. Take that bag. I don't want that bag. Yes, honey. Me too. When somebody, and sometimes my friends be feeling like I'm acting funny. But if you going through a whole lot of turmoil, I can't do it. I don't want to. I'm good. I'm going to check out on this one. I'm on vacation. Ain't no vacancies. I'm going to put that no vacancy sign up. Ain't no vacancy. I ain't got no room. Ain't no room over here. I can't do it. Y'all tripping. Get on the right frequency. Get on the right vibration. Okay? Get on the right vibration. No, beloved, I'm not doing no readings today. I'm tired. Y'all done wore me out. I done did enough healing work. My healing sign, no vacancies. I'm just playing. But you can book a reading if you would like. Consultations are on my website. You can book one. It is one for 30 minutes and there's one for an hour. Okay? Keep the faith. Believe in who you are. Believe in what it is that you need to be doing. Believe in exactly how you are standing in your power, how you are connected. If you are questioning that, take your ass outside, get your feet in the grass, ground yourself. Let the earth recharge you and rejuvenate you and pull you back into the energy that you need to be. Okay? Once again, there is a big emphasis on freedom. Freedom, freedom, freedom. All right? It says, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. So once again, it tells you, in order for me to get this liberated moment, in order for me to be free, to fly like this eagle, listen, I have to understand and know my power. So when everybody, and y'all gonna see it, I promise you, if they ain't already started, I'm pretty sure they started posting yesterday. When you seeing everybody talking about, oh, today is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be like everybody in pop-off mode. The energy gonna be high. It's gonna be da-da-da-da. When you seeing this, ignore it. They were like, that's the reality y'all creating. I don't create them type of realities for my world. I don't create them type of realities. I'm good. I'm good, beloved. I don't create them type of realities. That's not my... Take that bag. That's your baggage. My universe don't work like that. My universe don't work in chaos and dysfunction. My universe brings growth. It teaches me lessons. So if there is something that's going to pop off, guess what I'm going to do? Use my wisdom and my strength. Use my wisdom and my strength and how I'm able to walk in my power. So I can look at this as an opportunity for growth. It ain't no such thing as that. This is an opportunity for growth. This is an opportunity for you to expand your consciousness. So even if something from the past is coming up to trigger the shit out of you, you just need to look at it like, oh, I saw you. I knew you was coming, boo. I knew you was coming. I'm ready for you. I'm ready. I'm ready. And you need to dig in your toolbox. Y'all got a bunch of tools. You should at least have a couple. Even if you ain't took none of my classes, you should at least have a couple, because I drop free jewels on here all the time. So you should have at least a couple. And you need to dig them couple of tools out and say, yeah, I was ready for you. I knew you was coming. So what lesson did you come with today? What lesson did you come with today? I see you. So let me take in this lesson. Let me soak it all in and keep it moving and keep it pushing. All right. Peace, Mari. Love you too. Have an amazing day. All right? Don't get caught in the hype, y'all. Y'all might want to put your notifications from all the like super astrologers and all of that. You might want to put them on mute. Cause I'm telling you, I done seen it. I saw it come in like the last couple of days and I ain't been saying that. And I'm just like, I said, I'm not feeling that. That's not what I'm manifesting in my life right now. I'm not manifesting that no craziness. Everything is a opportunity for me to grow. Even the stuff that I ain't expecting. It's an opportunity. And all of us have to go through a shift. I'm not going to say that it's going to feel like it. It ain't going to feel like growth. When I had the stuff popping off and them tower moments happening with the damn retreat, I was not feeling like I was growing. In my mind, I was like, I'm not really sure what y'all teaching me right now. But I'm going to need y'all to stop. I don't need no lessons this week. I don't need no lessons. But you know what it taught me? Endurance. It taught me how strong I am. It taught me to be consistent, to still push through, to persevere. That I'm still able and capable of achieving what I want to achieve, no matter what the circumstances are. No matter what. So because those moments come up, and you might not at the time be like feeling a little receptive to it, but understand it's for a purpose, and it's got a bigger blessing on the other side. Even when if you got to get you some cards and do your little light reading, get you some cards so it can keep you encouraged through the dynamic. The way to navigate through chaos and confusion to me is having knowledge. How can I educate myself? How can I empower myself with information so I feel more confident while I'm going through this? You experiencing depression and grief, because y'all know I don't believe in the word depression, but you're grieving something, you need to empower yourself with the information on how and why and what is this energy here for. Let me get to the root of it. I'm grieving something. What are you grieving? What did you lose? What is creating that energy? So now get to the bottom of that. Yes, sitting in silence. It works for me all the time. When I'm in meditation or when I have to be still, then I sit there and I be still. So I can hear clearly, because sometimes so much be going on, chaos and confusion be going on, that we're so disconnected from spirit. And spirit been giving you like loud as hell alarms, signs, symbols, all of that. But we so caught in hustle and bustle and survival mode, we missing the message. So you got to sit still. Make a time. I don't care if it's 3 o'clock in the morning when everything quiet. Sit down and be still. I had a lot of still moments. When I'm stressing, I come in this room. This is the room where I'll come in and I'm just going like, I'm lay on my little, it's a big fur pillow I'm sitting on. I'm going to lay on this and I just like be still. It don't be no music playing. I might have my incense burning. That's about it. But overall, it's quiet as hell. The only thing I'm hearing is the birds chirping, which they're not chirping this morning. Interesting. Oh, yes, they are. They're just quiet today. That's all I'm doing. Exactly, empathy says that part. Thank you, beloved. I appreciate you. We got to do lunch or something. We got to figure out how we're going to link this week 157 while I'm off. Khalil, I ain't fooling with you. I ain't fooling with you. So it's just really about how are we connecting to spirit, connecting to our inner self, connecting to breath. That's going to really help you. You're welcome, beloved. It's going to help you. It's going to help you manifest. It's going to help you move forward. It's going to help you see through the storm. It's going to help you. I promise it is. I promise. So don't believe the hype, y'all. Don't believe the hype. Don't get caught up in the gloom and doom today. Don't let them do it to you. Be like, everything that pop up. I don't care if some craziness pop up today. You be like, this about to be some fire. That's how y'all need to look at it. Some craziness that really be extra crazy pop up today. You better understand that your blessing on the other side of that about to be fire. That's how you need to look at it. But like, ooh, all of this happening? Man, wait till I get on the other side of this. Watch how these blessings be rolling in. These blessings about to be rolling in. Oh my God, I'm excited. That's how you need to look at it. That's how you need to look at it. I'm excited. You need to go on and have a whole praise dance. Have a whole live praise dance. Be like, I'm going to go on and claim mine. I'm going to go ahead and claim it. Let me go ahead and say Ashe. Look, let me go on and say Ashe and claim it. Know that it is yours. Know that it is yours already. All right. All right, beloveds. My mini-me's are standing on the outside of this door already. They've been up since 6:30. So it's summertime, and then we're being appreciative that it's summertime. Man, listen, that's the song to listen to, for real. It will get you all the way together. Carters be dropping all kind of jewels. People be sleeping on them. I be like, y'all listen to the lyrics, y'all will understand what they really saying. Listen, Linda. Have an amazing day. I'm going to get a lot of rest. I am like mad tired. I've been tired. I have not really gave myself enough time to recuperate from the weekend. And I am making sure I intend, especially because this phone be doing some extra shit that I don't appreciate. Anyway, I love you. I love you. I love you. I will that you have an amazing day. Change your perspective. As above, so below. That's what's going to be created, okay? Peace, y'all.